Hello everyone. This is a video about my GSOC 2014 project titled PyBBIO Library Development. So this summer I worked under BeagleBoard.org to develop the PyBBIO library, which is an Arduino style library for the BeagleBoard Black. I've basically added some C extensions. I wrote a SPI interface library and libraries to interface various sensors, some of which I'll demo. PyBBIO is now available on PyPy. It can be downloaded using pip install PyBBIO. My changes are also in the release, and it will also be available in the next official Debian build.
Okay, I'm first going to SSH into the board. I've cloned PyBBIO from GitHub, so I'm going to run the setup.py to install it. If you do it using pip, then you won't have to do this step. I started off with C extensions. I wrote a C extension to access GPIO functions using sysfs. We use C extensions for this because file access is faster in C when compared to Python. I also used a C extension for writing an SPI interface. Next is the libraries that I wrote to interface various sensors with the BeagleBoard, starting with the rotary encoder. So I'm going into the wiki page and the API docs. Uh, this is the rotary encoder's documentation. So this is the example in which we are using the equep 2D pins to connect the rotary encoder. We are setting in the setup. We are setting the mode to absolute, and we are setting that position that it is at to 0. In the loop, it's reading the position of the encoder and printing out an output every 1 second. So I don't have a rotary encoder, but I'm still going to run it. It should just show 0. But yes, that is the rotary encoder. So the next one is the ADT7310. This is a SPI based temperature sensor that has two interrupt pins. One is called the INT pin and the other one is the CT pin, that stands for critical. This is the example program using this library. So here in the setup function, we use set low temperature, set high temperature to set low and high temperature above and below which the interrupt pin will become high or active. We can set it to active low or active high, and critical temperature above which the CT pin becomes active. In the loop function, we display the temperature every half second, and we use the interrupt library to catch the generated interrupts and call different functions on them. So when I run the example problem, I get 0 temperature because I don't have the sensor right now to demo it. But yeah, now on to the next sensor, which is the MMA 7660, which is a I2C based accelerometer that can do tap detection, shake detection, and orientation detection apart from the normal XYZ values. So now I'm going to run the program. Yeah, so it's giving XYZ values and it's saying that the orientation is the equipment line on front. So that's the BeagleBoard and the connected accelerometer. So I'm just going to tap it. Yeah, it kind of does that. So I shifted it to the right, so it's saying that the orientation is to the right, and I'm now going to turn it back. Uh, yeah, back and front. I've turned it to the left and now I'm going to shake it. Um, yeah, so that's the so the next library that I'm going to be demoing is the webcam. So this is a library using which you can take snapshots and stream video uh, to some IP address. You can also use this library with the BBIO server library to stream your video and watch it. First, I'll run webcam test. In this example, uh, we make the webcam take a picture every 10 seconds and store it as pic 0, pic 1 and so on. Okay, so right now there's no pic 0, pic 1, pic 2 in examples. There's pic 3 that I'm just removing. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to run a webcam test. I think 3 images should do it. Yeah, done. Okay, so they do exist. Um, so now I'm going to copy them into onto my computer using SCP. Yeah, so pic 0, pic 1 and pic 2. I copied into yeah, so there's me. I wish I had something better to show, but unfortunately my room's a little bit of a mess. So now I'm going to run the webcam BBIO server test.py. Here we use the page.add video, send in the IP address because that's where it's of our BiggerBone because that's where it's publishing to, and run BBIO server. So BBIO server is hosted on your BeagleBone's IP address on port 8000. Yes, so now the lights on the camera, so so now it will play the video. It's giving the streaming gives an approximately 13-second delay, which is a lot, but it works. I just put my hand out. Yep. So next I'm going to be demoing the last library, FANTStream. FANT is a sort of IoT library by SparkFun, uh, using which you can log data onto the FANT server that is either hosted on data.sparkfun.com or the BeagleBoard. The instructions are all linked in the wiki page. So right now I'm going to create a FANTstream and run the example program to show you how it works. So I'm going to name it test. Just check the program. So the field name that we've chosen here is voltage. So that's the field name that we have to put into the stream too. So I'll name it demo actually. um, Visible. So the field is voltage and it has to be the exact spelling. Oh, it needs a description. Never mind. So when I created the stream, I get a public URL using which you can see your log data, and there's a public key and a delete key and a private key, and we for this library uses only the public key and the private key. So I copy it into the right spaces. And let's run the program now. So it has to take an input from a potentiometer, and I don't have a potentiometer, so it's just going to give um, a zero value, I'm guessing. Right, so let's go look at the data stream. Okay, cool. I fast forwarded a bit and refreshed it. So yeah, as you can see, there are 4 values now, and there's a 5th value now. Yeah, so that is how you use FindStream. There are two special example programs. One is a security cam. It uses the accelerometer and a PIR motion sensor, um, and takes a picture if someone shakes the camera or if there's a motion that's detected. The other example, called remote temperature, controls the heater and a fan based on the temperature of the room. This is a proof of concept video, so I've basically used two LEDs to depict a heater and an LED, and it also sends a message. Oh, and the security cam also sends the picture using an SMS, as an SMS and as an email. The security cam application I will demo in a separate video and post it, and link the video in the description.